This is the Morning After with Krys. I'm Krystal, and today I have with me Jane, one of our team members. And so Jane works primarily Vancouver and Toronto, 50-50, but normally I see her on a Zoom. So today it's really nice to see you face to face. In person. And we have our makeup done by Lavoom. We're here in Myrtle Loop. They're in Myrtle Loop. So we look all fresh and pretty today.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you feel
totally
sexy?
Different? Yeah, totally different than the normal work day.
It is.
But you know what would be fun is we just I was thinking about it last night, prepping, to come to today to talk about dating and sharing some stories. And I thought, wow, we should practice what we preach. Stop overanalyzing. Stop being so prepared all the time and kind of just have fun and live in the moment. So I think maybe that's the way we should do it today.
That is how we're trying to do it, yeah.
I know.
So, I mean, you're the more over-prepared one compared
to
the two of us, and I'm the more like wing it and go.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to mix it up, do a bit of both.
Yeah. Well, that's a good thing because we look at things from different perspectives, which is a really good thing for our clients, too.
Yeah, which we didn't have before. Now we have.
That's right.
Yeah.
We share clients.
Yes. Do you feel that people are actually ready to hear the truth about why they're single? Or does that even come up, actually? Because when I say that, I'm like, do we talk to them about that? Or do we just see why they're single? Do they know?
Well, they know because they're calling us, right? So
they know they're single, but do they know why they're single?
Well, I think they do, or they think they do, right?
Like, what about that one client we were talking about? You just matched him.
Yeah.
Does he know why he's single?
Well, he doesn't, because I think that after we've had numerous conversations that I've had with him personally, he's just getting in his way all the time, seems to be putting so many obstacles in front. It's really simple and straightforward. But when you overcomplicate it, overanalyze it, overthink it, overthinking is the biggest thing that I find I'm seeing with a lot of people.
Like the profiles we send them, I mean, I think they're detailed. Yeah. And sometimes we send 3 to 5 photos. I think that's enough. For me, if I was glancing at that, I'd say, okay, I want to meet this person, or no.
Right.
You don't need it for 3 weeks to decide.
No, but what's happening is everybody's getting distracted with other options, right? And we're living in a different kind of world than we used to live in. Because it's like, oh, wow, look over here, or I want more, right? When you can't just go for face value and actually get out and meet somebody.
Yeah. I think if you get out and meet them, it looks different. People look different. They feel different, obviously. They feel different. That sounds
But it's also, too, and everyone says, one of the biggest things I've been coming across lately in obstacles with some clients is I'm just not feeling it from the photo, or I don't feel attracted. And sometimes when you look at that level of attractiveness, it's more than just the actual physical, right? It's the spiritual side of it, too.
Mm-hmm. Like, you do need to meet someone, see their personality, and get a feel for who they are. Mm-hmm. Like, I know I have one client who I think you're just starting to work with him as well. He just has a look to him that's like, I don't know, it's not the most average look, let's say. But his personality is so on point, and you can see it in his photos. I think you need to meet him to see his personality, to be able to see it in the photo. But he's so smart. He's so funny. He has so many things going for him. And once you meet him, you're like, it all makes sense.
Right.
So you really just have to go out and meet people.
Yeah, and also trust in your matchmaker.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
We made the match. It was for a reason.
Right. We didn't just do it for the heck of it. Yeah. I mean, you're online for that.
Yes, yes.
Right? You've paid for our expertise because we actually get to know our clients. Yeah. We vet them. We verify them. We actually personally know some of them very well.
In your experience, what's the hardest part of telling clients something that they don't want to hear?
I think it's change. They're afraid to actually have to make a change. And sometimes it's a really simple one or a really logical, straightforward one. Like
give an example, yeah.
Like for instance, geographic location. I'm open. I'll date anybody anywhere. I'm flex, but are you really? Right? And then it's like, okay, you're living in a geographically challenged spot to meet singles. Mm-hmm. But change your lifestyle to where you want to go. Do that first, then start looking.
Mm-hmm. I think we already touched on this when we talked about like when people don't feel attracted through the photo.
Yeah.
Like, can attraction happen like initially, or does that take time?
Oh, just from looking at a photo? Sure,
Yeah.
It can happen too, right? So we've experienced it with clients before, and I have for many years as well, that they instantly love the photo, then they go out on the date, and the person doesn't show up exactly like they look in their photo for a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
And then they get discouraged. So then it just sets the date right off.
Do you think people are looking for love, or do you think they're looking for validation?
Oh, I hope they're looking for love.
Actually, we can tell when someone's looking for, like, we know the ones that are looking for validation. We know who
Right.
those people are.
Right.
There's very few.
But I think deep down they really
Deep down,
do want love.
That's true.
Putting those obstacles in the way. And even though you know the person's really right, but jumping in and actually making a decision, that's the hardest part. Most people can't do.
Yeah. Like I always say, think too. I say it to some people, but if you come to us, you're making that effort, you will meet someone.
Yeah.
Because you're making the effort. If it's through me on your own, it will happen.
Yeah. And you've got to start saying yes. It's not easy dating. It's not an easy thing. A lot of people feel really stressed about it.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, out of the matches you made, what was the most unexpected match?
Yeah, gosh, I've had lots of them. I think sometimes it can be, and I'm just thinking more recently, I mean, over the years, there's lots of stories, but on a more recent level, I think it's people are opening up their parameters a little more. And so things like even cultural.
Oh, yeah.
What they thought before, absolute no, is now they're opening up to it. And so obviously I didn't match them in that culture, and all of a sudden now they are open to it.
Yeah.
So sometimes when you look at things other than just that, but your preferences change constantly.
Have you noticed patterns between what people say they want and who they actually connect with?
Yeah, all the time. And that varies on the different criteria that they're putting in front of it too.
Yeah. Like making a match, sometimes they feel like they have their preferences, but if you suggest one that's slightly different, it usually does work.
Yeah.
If they'll let you do it. And I think that sometimes is the hardest part, is they don't let you.
Yeah, they don't. But sometimes you just got to force them.
You do. You're really good at that.
To try.
You're really good at encouraging them. Yeah. I'm just like, I accept it. But yeah, that's why it's good now you have both of us.
No, I don't, because if I've put a lot of effort in putting a match together, I want them to at least give it a try, right? It's just a phone call.
Yeah. What's the boldest piece of advice you've ever given to a client that they actually followed?
Yeah. I think recently I was working with a gal, and she was meeting some great guys, but she couldn't get beyond maybe a second or third date. And for a variety of reasons, she kind of wanted to go at her own pace. She wasn't really being observant as to what maybe some of the signs he was having. A lot of the guys that I matched her with, they wanted to go, but they just weren't feeling that she was even interested. And so when you're really indecisive, you're not giving a great message. And so I had to really sit her down and say, you're being really indecisive, even though you're a mixed message. And she was even giving me mixed messages sometimes too. And that was a hard one, because she didn't realize she was doing that.
Like showing you're interested.
Yeah.
I think that is
Well,
hard,
instead of
yeah.
playing a game, right? It's like, she was more reserved, go at a slower pace, and he was interested. Show me you're interested. And if she wasn't, he was moving on.
Yeah, if you like someone, you got to match them, I think. If you're
Yeah.
interested, they're interested. If someone's willing to take the lead on it, you should just go.
Yeah. And you have to show it in different ways. And sometimes, to actually be present with somebody. And I read somewhere that just even physical touch, and in a good way, like touching someone's arm when you're talking to them, creates an incredible endorphin. Guys love it,
Yeah.
and I follow a couple male bloggers, and they give the best advice, right? They tell you what they want, what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with doing that.
No, that is actually a good point. Like if you don't have a matchmaker, you don't have someone to help you or tell you, follow guys that are giving dating advice if you're a woman, or vice versa, so you can learn.
Because we don't think like a man,
No.
and men don't think like we think.
And
They
a
think
lot of men don't know, like, unless they're told. Or they don't do
Yeah.
unless they're told, yeah.
like a simple thing like, where do you want to go for a bite to eat? Oh, I don't know, you pick it. No, he's asking you where you want to go.
Don't do that. I did that. I had a date not that long ago. I let him pick. It was all the foods I would not eat. And even the wine selection was extreme. I had one drink.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
had told him where you wanted to go, you would have been happier.
Yeah. But I ate food. Like I picked,
So he's trying to please you.
He was asking what I wanted and I didn't say. And I got stuck eating, like, I had no options.
Will you do it again? Or did you learn?
No, I learned I won't do it again. But
Yeah.
also he wouldn't choose that again because he knew, even though I never complained, but he could just tell. He's like, oh, I should have asked you. I should have been more specific or told you where we were going.
Yeah.
Because he did ask where I wanted to go and I just said, you pick. If I had said I don't like these options, he wouldn't have went there. He would have picked somewhere else. Yes, you have to say.
Yeah, he wants to be the man in the relationship.
Yeah.
And to be truthful, the women want to be the woman, and they don't want to be wearing the pants in the relationship.
It's true. This whole feminine masculine
Dynamic
thing is, like,
is
taking over. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and we work with a lot of really high professional women, hugely successful.
Yeah, you got to learn when to, like, obviously it's hard when you're running a business, high level CEO, executive, masculine energy when you're at work. But you got to learn to, like, shift and be the feminine and allow a guy to, like, be the man.
Yeah. And we've seen that on some joint Zoom calls we've worked with clients. And every one of them has said, I don't want to be wearing the pants.
I don't want to make all the decisions. Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of people say that and then they can't allow someone to make them.
Well, it's up to them at that point.
Yeah.
We can't police what they do after that, right?
No, that's true.
I mean, we can help people as best we can, but they're the ones that are dating. They're the ones that are living it, and how they behave and how they show up and what they are willing to put into it to make it work. That's totally on them, not us. It's not reflective on matchmaking. It's reflective on getting some success in what you're doing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I've seen 25 years matchmaking. I've seen no apps. I was the only matchmaker in town. We used to do personals ads in the newspapers to, wow, so much going on, dating apps, what's involved. Like for me, in dealing with people with the criteria, it's like people are expecting you to part the Red Sea to get your way through it, and which is impossible, right? And sometimes you just got to just dive in and try it. I don't know, you not as old as me, but you've probably seen some changes as well.
Yeah.
In your 15 years that you've been.
I mean, I feel like people in the beginning, when I first started, they were more willing. Like, I didn't even share photos at first. But then as time changed, then I had to share photos. Everything changed.
Yeah.
Because apps became more, relevant and people wanted to see all these things. Like, even we have That one client, she's like, well, I don't know his 5-year plan. But we just started asking people that question. So it wasn't in the older profiles.
Yeah.
We're not going to know every single thing. Or that one gentleman who wanted like his retirement plan. We don't need to put everything in a profile.
No.
You just want to...
It's live in the moment and then see if the plan shakes out. Why do you need to know the plan when you
make the plan later? Yeah.
Right. And you do that as a couple, right? At that point, it's about, okay, now we have a bigger plan or even better plan.
It's true. Because if you do have a plan for your whole life, then you're expecting somebody to like fit into it. But if you get into a relationship, obviously that plan would change.
Yeah.
You would adjust it to that.
Well, and life throws curveballs. None of us know, we think we're going to be doing this. We're going to retire early. We're going to...
Might not be able to retire.
No. Or not being able to retire because, nobody will let you retire. But I just think that if you really can try to, like I always say, have fun and live in the moment, and everything else will sort itself out.
How do you feel, like what's the best way to help clients balance chemistry with long-term compatibility?
Gosh, I don't know. Because it's really our job to sort of...
I know, we just get them to the date, and then after that, it's up to them, but...
I mean, that is up to two people to kind of take that from there. I mean, you kind of know the basics, but I don't think that is something we could even touch on. There's counselors for that, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Call a counselor.
Yeah. Although I feel like a counselor sometimes.
What do you think? This is a really good question because you've been doing this a little bit longer than me. But what do you think the biggest misconception is that people have about matchmakers? Or being a matchmaker?
About being a matchmaker? That it's easy. Right?
It's fun. No, it isn't.
Yeah, it's easy. It's fun. Wow. That's very true because the minute I was at the airport the other day, I sat down and it was like, oh, you're traveling. Yeah, I'm traveling for work. Oh, what do you do? Boom. Right? I'm working. Everybody thinks it's a glorious job, but it's fun, but it's also very stressful when I feel the weight. I don't know about you, but I feel the weight of people really wanting to find, and I have empathy for them, and I really do want to try hard to find someone for them.
Well, that is a big reason why I work weekends.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, why do you work a weekend? Because people, it's a busy time of the week. People are lonely on the weekend.
Yeah.
We get the most leads on the weekend. Right. Most clients check in on the weekend. Like, it's hard. You don't want to wait. You don't want them to wait.
Yeah. And you and I back and forth too is like, oh, what time was that? At midnight? Somebody sent that at midnight. What the heck are they doing up at midnight? Because it's on their mind, right? It's keeping them awake.
Messaged me at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
I know. I'm thinking about it all night long too.
I'm like, why is she up? And then I'm responding.
Yeah, you respond. But that's when we do our most thinking, right?
Yeah.
And analyzing. Or, our to-do list, let's get it off our to-do list. Let's put it on, I'm going to email these guys, see if they can help me kind of thing, right?
I email myself all night long. I think of something, I'm like, email myself.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of like on call.
Yeah, but don't say that.
No, it feels like we are.
It's 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Monday to Friday, 2 business days to respond.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've obviously worked on weekends too. It's not, you have to put some boundaries around it, right? Yeah. Even in dating, you have to put boundaries around it. But when you're running a business, you've got to respond.
Yeah.
And when you're covering other locations, I mean, I go from Vancouver to Toronto on a regular basis and, back and forth, and which is great. But, you got to work lots.
Yeah.
You got to be dedicated at it. Just like you have to be dedicated in dating.
You do.
Right?
Make an effort. Do you feel like timing matters more than compatibility?
Yeah. I think more so probably than anything. I've put people together and they're great on paper. Everything mapped, tick, 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 tick. But then the timing's off. Maybe you haven't done enough work on yourself yet. Maybe you need to resolve a few things before you can move forward. Maybe you're dealing with, which we're finding a lot of clients that we work with, are aging parents.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Or kids. So the timing's just off. So let me ask you, have you ever had a case where you've matched two people that were the most unlikely match and they ended up to be the perfect match?
Yeah, I have. I didn't think they would pick each other. I think both were hesitant from the beginning. I still think, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe they're a couple or they're matched. They're married, they have kids, and that's amazing. I love to have that success story, but even still, I'm like, oh. But she brought to him a lot of things that he had never had. And I can see that now, like a lot of, when it comes to like families and friendships, I think she was a really good connector.
Yeah.
And he had never had that before. But they don't look like a match, but they are.
Well, maybe that takes us back to that question about timing, right?
Timing.
Timing was right.
Timing was right.
Right?
Well, they do say that like for a gentleman, I mean, I haven't heard it for women, but a guy can meet, I don't know how many girls, be compatible with all of them. But until he's ready, he'll never be with any. And then all of a sudden, once he's ready,
right,
he's hitched up.
Right. Or he doesn't have any regret on making his decision,
he
right?
decides, and that's what it is what it is.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining me in person today.
It's been fun actually to sit in front of you and see you face to face and talk business. And so I guess I'll see you online tonight at midnight.
Yeah.
Right.
And at 3 a.m.
3 a.m, yeah. Okay. No problem.
Perfect.